Hello friend, what's up? How are you today? Amner Hunter here from amnerhunter.com. Happy to spend some time with you on this video. This time around we're gonna be checking out a couple of cool new freebies in effects, and also I'm gonna share with you a couple of interesting deals that are available for a limited time. Welcome my friend to this live stream or this video, in case that you're watching the video after the live stream ended. I'm gonna leave you, by the way, all of the applicable and downloadable links in the video description and first comment. Also, I'm gonna leave you timestamps in case that you watch the video after this live stream. And let's go quickly here through the plugins we're gonna be covering up today. First, we're gonna be checking out this cool beautiful plate reverb by Airwindows, available for Windows, Mac, Linux, and Pi systems. It's called kPlateC. Also, we're gonna be checking out this free tube saturator, pretty cool, by the company Smao Lab. And we're gonna be checking out this new synthesizer by Baby Audio that currently has a 51% off at the moment. It's called BA-1, an analog modeled synth from an 80s classic. And finally, we're gonna be checking out this Neutron 4 Elements by Izotope that has a 75% off, all-in-one mixing plugin that mixes with machine learning and artificial intelligence, stuff like that, in seconds. All right, let me know if you are here in the chat or in the comment section. I see here Acoustics. Hello Acoustic, thanks a lot for being here as well, always my friend. Hi, hope that you are doing well. Let's move quickly here to my DAW. All right, let's check out this kPlateC by Airwindows. This is a plate reverb that includes a damping. The other day I mentioned that damping, it's like compression for reverb, but it's I was incorrect, so I did some research about that. So damping, it's the decay of higher frequencies over time. All right, in nature, higher frequencies decay faster than lower frequencies, right, on reverb. So with this effect, you can increase the high frequencies over time decaying on the reverb itself. Okay, so that's the damping. And you have a low cut, pretty useful for reverbs. I always use low cuts to remove some lows from the reverb itself that don't interfere with the original signal, right? You have 0 low cut and the maximum low cut all the way up to 3 here. I don't know specifically the frequency at which you are cutting the lows here. You have a pre-delay. It's a delay between the reverb and the first delay, right, that happens in nature as well, where the sounds get to different places in different times. So this is the first delay. It's a separation between the initial signal and the first delay. All right, the pre-delay, it makes the sound of the reverb very natural as well. And the wetness control, dry or wet, right, 0% or 100%. Let's test this cool reverb by Airwindows. And by the way, these plugins are very CPU lightweight. They don't have fancy user interfaces or anything like that, but you can focus on the sound and they actually sound great, and not on the visuals. That's at least the philosophy behind Airwindows plugin. So let's test it on this drum bus first. Got some lows. Okay. You have more high frequencies. the drum bus or something, I try to use it very subtle. Alright, and I love plate reverbs also on the snare, for instance. So let's check it out here on this snare that I have here. Okay, a bit of pre-delay. Not very long. Let's check it out in context of this drum bus. Only in the snare, right?
Still a point of no return. Another face people made.
All right, pretty cool. Let's move on with the next freebie on the list. I'm gonna use it here on guitars first. This is the Yamatube by Smao Lab. This is a pretty cool warm saturator that includes saturation in the low air, like as low air, right? Low frequency harmonic content in the lows, also presence in the mids and highs, or high mids. All right, and you have an input and output to compensate any volume that you might gain with the saturation that you introduce to the signal. I suggest you to be careful when you turn on the saturation. This plugin, you need to lower the output around 5 to 6 decibels, because by default when you add the saturation, the output is very high, so it's very different the input and output. All right, or when you turn off or turn on the plugin. So I suggest you just lower the output around 5 decibels before using it, and then you start to introduce the saturation, so you level match both signals. All right, so let's test it here on these guitars. By the way, you have also a brilliance control that you can enable like this, and an edge control as well that can add a bit of bite. This is a very pleasant saturation, warm. Let's test it here. Okay. Pretty cool. I am not even doing anything here in these controls. As soon as you insert the plugin and turn it on, it's adding something very cool, right? Let's add brilliance. Edge. Let's add some low air. Some harmonics. Presence. Always remember to level match. This type of tube saturators can add the character to digital recorded guitars, for instance, digital amps. It can add that like tube-like sound of real amps. So pretty cool to achieve that sound a bit better.
God's right.
right? Let's use it here on this bass as well to add some color and saturation. Okay. Okay. Before. All right, pretty cool saturator. I loved its sound, and yeah, I'm gonna definitely keep this saturator here, especially for heavy distorted guitars. Also lead guitars work great. Let's continue with the next plugin by Baby Audio. They just released the first plugin in their catalog. It's a virtual instrument synthesizer that's based on an 80s toy-like synth, but it sounds like a beast. And this plugin, it's called BA-1, and it's an analog model based on that 80s synth. All right, so this plugin has 2 oscillators, right? For the friends that understand more about synthesizers, know how to use more in depth those tools. But anyway, you can fade here between the first oscillator and the second one. You have here the different like the speed of the octave as well, the pitch, the waveforms, right? Triangle, saw, square, wave, pulse, stuff like that. And you can combine both of these with the fader that you have here, X fade. All right, and then you have an FM sound, and you have the filter as well, the cutoff. And cool that you can see here on the screen what's happening. Also the resonance, the filter envelope, and you can turn off or turn on this here. Then you have the envelope, attack, decay, sustain, and release, or you can turn off also this to synchronize or not. And yeah, basically it works like a type of compression, right? Where the more attack you do here, the less the initial spike is less obvious. With this, the decay, sustain, and release, you can shape in a lot of ways the sounds with this. Works great for synthesizers. All of them have it. Then you have the low frequency oscillator, the speed, the amount, and the target. Oscillator 1, filter, and you have also the side chain. You have tone, dark, or bright. By the way, you double click in every control and it resets by default, right? You have the drive, the circuit here, and you add more drive. With this, you have delay, the amount, the length, and you can sync it to your DAW's tempo or project's tempo, the reverb, and you have an on and on off switch for the chorus. This battery control, I read that the synthesizer from the 80s used batteries, but they lasted very small amount of time. So they started to, when the batteries were low on energy, they started to add some artifacts to the sounds of the synth. So Baby Audio recreated that, adding a bit of character and some noise artifacts with this control, 0% or 100%, pretty cool. And this speaker, right, you can turn off or turn on off the speaker impulse that's within the synthesizer, and finally an output control. You have like 500 presets available that I actually tested all of them in a video. I'm gonna leave the link below as well. And yeah, let's test some sounds here and shape a bit the sounds, and let's listen to them here. Okay, that's the default. Pretty cool way to mix the oscillator 1 and 2, right? Cool drive. Let's check out some other sounds. Cool, amazing stuff for sound design, things like that. You have brass, strings, bass, plugs, arps, keys, organs. Sound effects. And also some presets from some artists. Awesome stuff by Baby Audio. Let's check out the last plugin on this list by Izotope. I'm gonna show you I have tested this plugin here on the channel before. This is the Neutron 4, right? I'm gonna use it first on this drum bus, but I have it here already used in the kick drum. This plugin allows you to have some machine learning and artificial intelligence to provide you an optimum result for any mixing environment. You can use it on buses, on individual tracks as well, and basically you let the plugin, you give the plugin some sound for it to analyze, and it will give you a result based on the algorithm that it has, and it will detect if it's a percussive element, a guitar, brass, strings, stuff like that, vocals as well, and it will give you an optimum EQ curve. And you can also add punch with this. You can increase the dynamic range or reduce the dynamic range, the attack, So faster attack time, it's all the way down, and slower attack time all the way up. And the same with the sustain. You can also introduce to the sounds distortion in different ways, and saturation, like in retro distortion, tape, tube-like saturation, and warm saturation, or you can have them combined with this control in the center, and with this you add more amount of this saturation that you chose. And you can also brighten the sound or darken the sound of the saturator, and you can also widen or spread more the sound in the stereo spectrum, stereo field. You add width by increasing this control, and you put the mono, the sound to mono with this all the way down. All right, with this percentage that you have, you choose how much percentage your sound, your result, to be matched with this curve that you have here. So 0%, it's not gonna be matched to this, and 100% is gonna be more matched to this. And yeah, pretty cool. Let's use it first. I'm gonna play some audio here on this drum bus, and let's analyze it with Izotope Neutron 4 elements that currently has a 75% off. Let's check it out. So it's analyzing. Let's go listen to the audio. Yeah, already processed before. Okay, more energy. It detected this sounds as a like drums, right? The drum bus. You have here cymbals, kick, snare, toms, and it's gonna give you different results, of course, on these variations. So let's put it like this: brighter, darker. In the center, it's a good balance of both. Okay, you have the punch here. Let's put a slow attack time. Okay, the distortion, saturation. Warmer, spread, stereo spread, more mono. Okay, and it doesn't have an output, but it seems to have an auto gain compensation. All right, so that's it here. And in this drum bus here on the kick drum, I actually used it before the video. Let's check it out how it ended. That's the kick drum before. Okay. A more polished, compressed, and with more top end. Okay, and let's check it out also with this bass guitar. I already have it analyzed. Cool, beefy, distorted bass sound. You can choose deep bass, sub bass, or regular bass. Cool distortion that it adds, and this is the EQ curve, 100% matched. Izotope analyzed thousands of successful songs to provide you this EQ curve from each element or instrument. All right, so let's check it out here on this vocals as well. I have it already analyzed.
I used to dance in my
Before.
dreams, and while my eyes shine bright, my scars run deep.
Okay.
Is there a point of no return? I know the face people make when they were full of hope but lost their faith.
Much more exciting
I used to
vocals, right?
dance in my dreams.
Let's check it out, the full mix with all of this.
I used to dance in my dreams. While my eyes shine bright, my scars run deep. Is there a point of no return? Another face people make.
Alrighty, so those were the 4 plugins of this video. Please let me know down below in the comment section what you think of these plugins, or here in the chat. I'm gonna be very interested to know your opinions about it. Here, Fair Cases, hola Amner, ¿qué tal Fair? Saludos. Hello. Joey Van Ostrand says, hey man, I hope you're doing well. Thanks for everything. Joey, thanks a lot for your well wishes, my friend. Hope that you're doing well as well. Acoustic says, thanks. No, thank you, Acoustic, and you guys for being here. I appreciate it. So there you go, my friend. Before we end with the video, let me invite you one last time to my website, amnerhunter.com, where I have some additional freebies for you, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players. Also some tools such as some collections of guitar impulses, some drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to be checking out this channel or the blog, which I am updating almost daily with tons of free content. All right, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these updates. Thanks a lot for being here. Take care. I hope that you have an amazing evening, day, night, whatever. Take care, and I will see you very soon in the next one. All right, take care.